Thank you, and welcome to the Wealth Promotion Party at the beautiful Beane Acres here in Atlanta, Georgia. I have the pleasure of introducing the man with the Midas touch when it comes to wealth building. He is a $1 million residual ring earner with MWR Financial. He is an international investor, and he is the #1 wealth promoter with MWR Financial. So, ladies and gentlemen, Brian Beane.
That's it.
All right, good deal. Listen, this is a very, very good friend of mine. She's a very good friend of mine. She's rocking and rolling in the business. She is very, very humble, but when I tell you she's a business owner as well, she's doing extremely well financially, but she decided to look at this business and multiply her money, create some money, and protect her money. She's doing everything she's supposed to do. Give it up for Crystal. Let's get right into it, man. You guys have been here for a minute. My name is Brian Beane. I'm the founder of the Extra Digit Movement. What that means is we show you how to grow your net worth 1 digit at a time. How many digits? One. If you work 6 figures right now, raise your hand if you wouldn't mind 7. If you work 7 figures right now, raise your hand if you wouldn't mind 8. So what we do is we put together strategies and wealth principles. This is not about sales. This is not about hype. This is not about fluff. We're a bunch of real people getting real results. I was able to purchase this 20 acres that you're in right now, known as Beane Acres, because of this business. I was able to make more money in a day than my job was paying me in months because of this business. I've been able to make more money now in a week than my job was paying me in quarters because of this business. I make now more money in a month than my job was paying me in years because of this business. So now we're buying assets, we're buying land. I just bought a condominium in Dubai. I just got back from Dubai the day before yesterday. We are taking our money and making it roll over. And it's all because of Make Wealth Real. Who's ready to do that for you and your family, right? Who's ready to get some daily pay every single day, 3 or 4 figures a day, right? Who's ready to have some fun making money, man? Everything ain't gotta be so drab and boring. We're gonna be in and out of here. Does that make sense? Everybody should have what's called a wealth worksheet. What's it called? Wealth worksheet. This is the one sheet of paper, I promise you, that can change your life. It's a very comprehensive approach to making money. If you just take this sheet of paper, fill in these answers I'm gonna give you, and take it home, we literally can do one of these for you and your family at your house. See, to get wealthy in America is not hard, but everybody got to be on the same accord. Does that make sense? You can't be up here for 20, 30 minutes talking about wealth. You go home to your broke uncle and he's like, I don't understand it, right? You got to fill in the sheet and be able to let us come in and break this thing down so we can get wealthy from a comprehensive perspective. Everybody follow me? Yeah. So what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to grab what I call the answer key, right? See, mine filled out. That's the easy part. I ain't got to do no guesswork. I'm gonna give you the answers, and at the end, we're gonna see whether or not you're ready to take this exam in life. Is that okay with everybody? Yeah. At the very, very top, you should see the extra digit blank worksheet. The key word is wealth. Write it in. The key word is the what worksheet? Well. I'm sorry. The key word is. I'm sorry. That's my fault. Hold on. Take 2. The key word is the what worksheet? Well. There we go. The wealth worksheet. Now, here's the problem with most people in this country. Here's the problem. Most people give away too much of their money. They give it away. It's not that we don't make money. It's not that people don't have jobs, although unfortunately that's true. It's not that people don't have a business. It's not that people don't make money. What happens is capitalism trains you to get the money and you give it right back to the people. Does that make sense? Yes. So when I tell you it's time to invest in yourself, don't overthink this. All you got to do first is get your money back away from the people who took it from you. That's called income shifting. Everybody say, give me that back. Yeah. When you see entities that are taking your money, you got to figure out how and why you're giving it to them and get it back for yourself. Everybody thinks to be a millionaire, you got to have $1 million. That's not true. To become a millionaire, all you got to do is compound $500 to $600 to $700 at a time. And over an extended period of time, money start working for who? You. So the #1 problem is most people give too much what? Away. Money. All right. 4 types of people in this room. The goal is for you to get from #1 to #4. The goal is for you to get from #1 to #4. Raise your hand if you got a job. Nothing wrong with it. right? You got to work a job. You got to pay the bills. You got to keep the hounds off you. But here's the problem with the job. You are taxed, here's the blank, 30%. So if your gross is 70,000, but you only take home 51,000, that's why your net make you feel gross. Because you don't get all your money. But we're trained to just ignore the taxes and just work hard and keep giving the government 30%. That's the problem. The problem is nobody ever taught you that you ain't got to keep giving all your money away. What you want to do is move from number one, employee, to number two. Business owners are taxed like 20%. That's all my CPA buddies and all my tax people watching. What we mean is the net effect. By the time you pay all your bills and bring your taxable income down, the net effect of your taxes is less than if you had a job. Does that make sense? So we are people, a lot of smart people trying to corner me. It's not really 20%, it's actually more. Like after you pay yourself, it's less. Okay, so you pay less taxes if you own a business because you pay your taxes on the back end. Now we got to keep going from left to what? Left to right. Investors pay 15%. That's called capital gains. See, once you understand that when money makes money, it pays less than if you working and make what? Make money. So you really want the bulk of your money to come from making what? Money. In other words, if I have a house and I get capital gains of, let's say I sell it and make $100,000 profit. That's taxed different than if I have a job and make $100,000. The job is taxed what? More. Capital gains is taxed what? Less. So wealthy people make 67% of their money with what? With money. That's why we got to shift it from a working mentality to an investment mentality. Now here's the one, number 4, that most people don't even want to talk about. You want to become a trustee. See, uber wealthy rich people. I ain't talking about Uber, the ride share. I'm talking about, y'all think about Uber now. We're talking about uber wealthy rich people. They're trustees. They pay 0 to 5% taxes because the trust makes the money, and then you control the trust. So you personally don't own no money or have any money. The trust has the money, and you tell the trust what to do with the money. That's when you get to a level that most people can't even fathom. Here's the good news. Here's what we've been taught in our community. You're taught that only millionaires can have a trust. No, you need a trust to become a millionaire. Right. I'm done. Come on. See, we were taught that you got to be a millionaire. Only Beyonce and Jay-Z and Warren Buffett. No, they have a trust, obviously, but you actually need a trust to become them. You see the difference? Yeah. All right. So let's make sure we recap. Number 1, who is it? Employee. How much they tax? 30%. That's the highest. Am I right? Yeah. We got to shift to a business where you tax a little less. What's the percentage? 20%. Now, eventually, you want to be investing, so you get capital gain taxes, which is 15%. And then, when we all become trustees, you pay 0 to what? 5%. Now let's look at the gap here. Employees pay 30. Trustees pay 0 to 5. So at some point, you got to become a trustee. We got some trustees in a row. All my trustees, raise your hand. Give it up for them. Trustees. Derek in the back, trustees. We trustees now. Now our children get our inheritance. Not when we gone, they get it while we're here. Oh, okay. All right, I'm getting ahead of myself. Problem number 2 on the blank is the taxes now cause most people to get in debt. Yeah. Taxes cause debt. If they taking so much off the top, you wouldn't have to borrow so much on the bottom. Right. You see, in other words, if everybody got their gross money, in other words, what you earned is what you take home. You wouldn't need credit cards, student loans, car notes, and mortgages because you have all that money in your own way, in your own pocket. So now you got 2 problems. The government hits you in the top, and then the banks hit you in the bottom. That's why the middle class struggling. You got, oh my goodness, oh shoot. Oh. So you just steady in the middle. You're like, I can't get ahead. I know, because nobody ever taught you that the problem is those 2 things. You were taught to budget your way to wealth. Right. Let me get rid of Sprint. Jump over here to what? Get Verizon. Yeah, it's the same. $99. $199, $99.99. Shell versus what? Chevron. You were taught to try to budget your way to wealth. Nobody ever taught you, the banks and government killing you. If we just get that money back, you can invest the difference. you're gonna get wealthy. See, it's not another degree that's gonna make you wealthy. It's not a part-time job that's gonna make you wealthy. It's your own money. Everybody repeat after me. My income makes me wealthy. All right. Now, the solution is to join a $109 trillion industry. $109 trillion financial industry with Make Wealth Real. That's the name of our company. Repeat it. Make Wealth Real. I botched that. Hold on. Here we go. The name of the game is to join a $109 trillion industry, a financial industry, with our company, Make Wealth Real. Repeat, Make Wealth Real. That's our company. We take these principles, we implement them in your family, and we got experts that do all of this stuff for you. What's the name of the company? Make Wealth Real. Now, what we do is we do four things. Create is already there. We increase, multiply, and protect your money. This is a comprehensive approach to you getting wealthy, right? The first thing we got to do, we got to create some money. And I just told you how to create it, get your money back from the big two, the government and who? And the banks. So you got to create some money first. You ain't got to work for it. You got to get it back because you already made the money. They just took it. Then we got to increase it. What we're doing today in this room, we're going to do the same thing for you. We're going to show you how to increase it and make as much as 1,000 to 1,500 to 15,000 a day. I never knew I'd be making 4 and 5 figures a day. That's how you increase the money. Then we're going to take the money from creating it and increasing it, and we're going to multiply it and start investing it. Now you see how we start to move from left to right. Then we're going to take all that money and lock it up into a what? A trust. Now you live in the legacy and you leave in the legacy. See, in Make Wealth Real, here's our motto. This is where lifestyle and legacy connect. We always talk, just work when I'm gone, I'm going to leave something. Well, what about when you're here? Make sense? Yeah. So we got to unlearn some of this stuff. So what do we do? 4 things. What are the words? Create, increase, multiply. That's it. All right, let's talk about the create first. Let's create you some money first. We kind of talked about it, but I'm going to dive into it a little deeper. Shift my money back to me. That's number 1. Shift my money back to me. Who are the 2 entities we're getting it from again? The government and the banks. Taxes and interest. I need that back. Everybody say, give me that back. Give me that back. All right, perfect. Now, here's what you can do. Become a Wealth Club member. $149 a month. How much? $149 a month. The average ROI is $2,000 a month. Now, let me just tell you something. If I could trade $149 and the experts bring back to my house about $2,000, raise your hand if you trade that every day, right? Because see, here's where a lot of you guys gonna clock out, and I know the mentality. Here's where a lot of you guys gonna clock out. When you heard the word per month, the old you popped up. I can't do nothing per month. That's because that's your bills. See, when you invest in something per month, as long as more coming back per month, who would trade every single month? See, when you hear per month, we tend to, I can't, nothing else. I just told you at the top, it's not that you don't have it. Some entities took it from you. So once we get it back from them, you invested in who? Invest in yourself. Right? Makes sense. So here we go. The average return on that 149 is how much per month? 2,000. All right. 1A. Reduce my taxes. Make Wealth Real will reduce your taxes on average. Here it is in black. $300 to $600 per month. You knew that. You felt it, right? On average, we're going to reduce your taxes $300 to $600 per month. Now, already it's the 149 covered. Yes. Okay, now watch this. We also file your taxes for you. That's included in your membership. Everything I'm talking about, husbands and wives are included. We file your taxes for you. And we have enrolled agents that do it for you. Nothing wrong with a bookkeeper, nothing wrong with the accountant, nothing wrong with a CPA. But enrolled agents have a high level of education. They were certified by the IRS. Make sense? All right, so we need our taxes back. 1B, eliminate my debt. Average savings, $64,000 each. That's how much our members have saved in debt. and interest, 64,000. We've saved enough interest for 39,000 years. Like all of our members collectively, all of my guys over here in the kitchen, all of us some here sprinkled in this house, 39,000 years have been shaved off our debt elimination plans. 39,000 years, 64,000 each. So when that money come back to you, and the car note come back to you, and the mortgage come back to you, and the credit cards come back to you, and you just took that money and invested it, everybody be rich. But what we do is we give our like interest away, and they get rich. You see the difference? This is a life-changing sheet right here. 1C, lower my bills. This is a small thing, but it's a powerful thing. The total so far of our members whose bills that we've lowered is $10.2 million. That's in black. $10.2 million total. So check this out, right? So obviously you guys are here at Beane Acres, right? Y'all like this property so far? Y'all got to check it out. Y'all got to check it out. It's 20 acres long. Got the lake in the back. Y'all can go fishing. We got the ATVs. We got the nature trails. We got the Airbnb here. We got movie production studios that use this. And of course, I use this for my own meetings. They took my ADT bill here and in my primary house. They took my cell phone bill, me and my assistant. They took my pest control bill. Y'all don't see that. We don't see nothing crawling around up here. They took what I said, ADT, pest control, cell phone, my internet bill here and at the house. They dropped them down by hundreds of dollars per month on both houses. All we do is upload our bills and make Wealth Real negotiates all your bills and drop them down. We just got into car insurance. We just got into homeowners insurance, and hint, hint, clue, clue, about to get into some other insurance. I can't tell you which one it is, but it's different insurances. You upload your bills into our portal, they download the bills, and they call and renegotiate them on your behalf. Because they're strength in what? In numbers. See, when you try to call AT&T and say, I want to switch, they're like, don't. You one in a million. But when you're part of a team and a company, they're like, look, we'll have everybody pull out. They're like, all right. So it's strength in what? In numbers. What's the number? 10.2 million so far on 1C. 10.2 million, we what? We say. Make sense? Oh, 1D. 1D. Who can get? Restore my credit. Restore my credit. The average credit increase in black, 126 points. 126 points is the average credit increase. Now, can y'all imagine if you're in the 5s and we take you up to the 7s? That's happened to people in this room. Can you imagine if you're in the 7? I had a 734. My credit wasn't bad. It took me to a 777. Now I got an 820. That credit hit different when you walk in. Ain't no more cookies at the bank. They don't give you a sucker no more. Hint, hint, clue, clue. They don't give you a sucker no more when you got an 820 credit score. There's doors in there I didn't even know they had. Hey, Mr. Beane. Come on in. I'm sorry, y'all. Excuse me. 126 average increase. You upload your credit reports, TransUnion, Equifax, Experian. They download them and start going to work for you on your behalf. Let me ask you this. If we just did 1A, 1B, 1C, and 1D, who would agree that 149 is covered automatically, right? Yes. I ain't even got to the good stuff yet. So your 149 is already covered on a monthly basis. All right? Do I have any blanks so far from 1A, B, C, and D and above? Everybody good? Don't be afraid to cheat off your neighbor. Or rather cheat and repeat. Everybody good? All right. Or rather cheat and repeat. No blanks, right? All right, let's go. Everybody say 2. 2. Increase. Pay me daily and weekly residual income. Who would mind daily and weekly residual income? See, this is my thing with you guys, man. This is what you got to understand. The minute I start earning residual income, I never went back to linear income. Your bills come in a circle. Mortgage, cell phone, internet, car note, student loans, groceries. Everything has to be cyclical, but your money in a straight line. You never catch up because you can unplug your internet out the wall. The bill's still what? Coming. You ain't got to live in your house. Go out on vacation for 2 weeks. Mortgage still what? The problem is we got residual bills and linear money. You see what I'm saying? You got residual bills, but you got linear money. The only way to be successful and keep time and money is to have residual money to knock out your residual bills. But we were taught not to earn residual income. So I'm gonna show you how to earn residual income. Daily and what? Weekly. So what you gotta do is become a wealth promoter. Wealth promoter is $249, right? Now we already told you where to get the money from. We're gonna get it back from the government and banks. We're gonna show you how to put it back in your paycheck. So don't ever worry about the investment, even though it's not high. Don't worry about 149, 249, because I told you at the top, you got to create that money by getting it back from those that took it from you. Am I right? So 149 a month. So that didn't change. All you did was a one-time $100 upgrade to make money in the business. Does this make sense? All right, everybody say recoup my investment. Recoup my investment. All right, now we're down up on the star number 2. Sponsor bonus. The word sponsor has bonus next to it. 50 times 3 equals 150 plus 150 a month. Now, let me tell y'all what that means. Let's get the money back in your pocket, right? Help 3 people get started. Raise your hand if you know 3 people overwork underpaid. 3 people that want to start investing a little bit more. 3 people that want to improve their credit score. 3 people that want residual income. You have us come to your house. We set up the Zoom as well. Catch all your people out of town. Catch all your people here locally. Catch your people on Facebook. Catch people on Instagram. Catch your people on YouTube. You think you got 3 to say, I like this. When that happens, you earn 50, 50, 50. That's your 150, right? What? Back. Then you earn $50 a month residually from that point forward. Is your 149 covered? Yes. So all you need is 3 people. The bank already paying for it because you got your interest down. The IRS already paying for it because your taxes down. Now let's get some commissions to keep it going. Make sense? Yeah. All right, in that same box, your momentum bonus is another bonus we get. 150, 450, 900. We got 3 different momentum bonuses. I won't get into that today. Just know, for those of you who want to hit this thing with some speed, your first bonus is 150 in 30 days. Your second bonus is 450 in 60 days. Your third bonus is 900 in 90 days. So now you can earn 150, 450, 900 because you guys don't want to get off to a fast what? Fast start. Make sense? We still recouping our investment, even though we've already surpassed it. The performance bonus is $300 a week. I know people that get off work and go to a part-time job and make less than that. So the performance bonus is the ability to earn an extra $300 per week. Does that make sense? That's $1,200 per month that you're making part-time on the side, whose mortgage just got a little bit lighter. Okay? So under the recoup part, all we're doing first is showing you how to hurry up and get your money back, how to introduce people to a business, and how to start earning residual what? Income. Now let's have some fun. 2B in the middle with the star. 2B. Daily guarantee. 12 promoters is $600 a month. Y'all, when I tell you, listen, you're not even gonna know half of them. You're not even gonna know half of them. When I joined this business 4 years ago, I joined and then COVID hit. So we had to build this from the Zooms. We couldn't interact, remember? I sat in front of that computer at my other house. I sat in front of that computer and built a multi-million-dollar business after repeating this. 12 equals 600. Say it. 12 equals 600. I introduced 3 people. I got my investment back. When they went out and started talking, $600 a month started hitting my account. I said, okay. People must care about money. People must care about credit. People must care about investing. We didn't even have the trust funds. We have half the stuff. I'm telling you, we didn't have that stuff. COVID hit. We shut down for a year. We looked up. I bought this during the pandemic, all 20 acres. My good friend Charles and Cookie Ivory bought their brand new house, 6,000 square feet during the pandemic. Shayna, who's in this room over here, helped me walk around, bought her house during the pandemic. Where everything else was locked down, our assets shot through the roof. Now you telling me, now that we can get together and move around, raise your hand if you're not from Atlanta, you're from somewhere else. Can you believe if you take this thing back home and everybody in your hometown and you making $600 and up to $15,000 per day? Oh, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. All right. So under recoup my investment, sponsor bonus, 50 times 3 is 150, plus an extra 150 per what? Per month. Momentum bonus, 150, 450, 9 what? 900. 30, 60, 90 days. The performance bonus, earn an extra $300 per what?
week.
Per week. All right. Daily guarantee, 12 people is $600 a week. You're not gonna know 80% of them. That's where your leverage kick in. Your residual income. You haven't even got to that yet. Y'all, we in the middle. 2B. 2B. The residual income. $50 a day. $200 a day. $650 a day. $3,000 a day. $5,000 a day. All the way up to $15,000 per day. That's $450,000 a month. People say, Brian, you the number one producer. You make all this money. You got the condo in Dubai. You got the acres here in Atlanta. I ain't even nowhere near the top. Can y'all imagine the potential? I ain't even nowhere near the top. I might not beat you there, but I'm gonna meet you there. Who going with me?
Yes, sir.
I ain't even nowhere near the top. And the lifestyle I live is unbelievable. I'm like, you can get 15,000 a day in this thing. Yeah. America got a serious problem, and we're one of the few companies that's actually solving it with our approach to it. Make sense?
Yeah.
All right. 2C, infinity bonuses. When your team grows to 36 promoters, I'm just giving you an example. 36 promoters in your team, because the 12 keep what? They keep growing. Am I right? You earning $30 per day per person. Now you're getting 30, 40, 50, 60. It go all the way up to 150 per day per person. And you don't know 90% of it. So that's your residual income under 2C. 50, 80, 110, 120, 130 per person through infinity. The blank is what? Infinity. If you can't spell like I can't, just put INF. Infinity. Can y'all imagine when I wake up every day on my check, it just says 30, 40, 70, 90, 110, 30, 40, 70, 90, 110. Every day people joining, and you getting that every single day. And nobody even knows about this company yet. Nobody even knows about the company yet. We're really just getting started since the pandemic is over and we starting to move and shake again. Nobody even know about it yet. Then you getting, in addition to those bonuses, you getting 200, 400, 650, 1,000, up to 15,000 per day as your base. So the infinity bonuses are in addition to your base. Who's saying now we increasing some income? Now, let's take the money from 1 and 2 and multiply it. Now you got to multiply your money. Number 3 is grow my money. Multiply. Grow my money. 3A. We're almost done. Keys to home ownership. Do y'all know the average homeowner, their net worth is $200,000. The average renter's net worth is $5,000. So we got to start getting in a position where we got some equity. Does that make sense? Think about what we've done all the way at the top. Your credit score is now what? Up. Am I right? You got the down payment because we're paying you every single day. Your debt to income ratio is what? Much better. What keeps most people from owning a house? Debt to income ratio, credit score, no down what? Payment. We had it all at the top. So now we're putting people in the homes. See, you got to be an owner. Does that make sense? Yes. Then we're going to put the home into the trust. Watch out. That's next level. Don't worry about it. 3B, become your own bank. Become your own bank. What we call the DCA and the PRA, these are what we call parking lots. Y'all see it in black? These are parking lots. Let me tell you how this works real quick. The DCA and the PRA, when you go into a bank, you see this plate that says FDI what? IC. That means your money's insured. What that means is when you put your money in the bank, all they do is take it and they invest it. They put it in insurance firms. So what's bigger, the insurance companies or your bank? If the insurance company is insuring your money, that means it must be what? Bigger. So why not just bypass the bank and put it where they would put it? Now you borrow it from yourself. It gets uninterrupted compound interest. Now you can pay yourself back on your own terms and your balance don't drop like it does at the bank. I can have $100,000 in my PRA. I can borrow $20,000 to go do something. The balance don't become $80,000. It stays up there at $100,000, even though you took $20 to go do something with it. That's why we call it a parking lot. The PRA and the DCA, Repeat after me. These are not investments.
These are not investments.
This is where you park your money so you can work the money. And the cup never, it runneth over. It don't get empty. Repeat after me. These are not investments.
These are not investments.
Wealthy people park the money in the DCA and they park the money in the PRA, and then they borrow from it and it don't dip down. Unlike the stock market, they can ride what? Up and down. It's a very safe, wise place to what? Park. See the difference? All right, let's roll. Now you learn how to multiply, how wealthy people do it. 3C, land banking. Land banking. Antelope Valley, California, the nickname is Green Energy Valley. Green Energy Valley. Let me tell y'all what this means. Land banking. Okay. You can sneeze. We're going to cut it out anyway. Okay. You can sneeze. You're fine. Land banking is the purchasing of land in the path of growth. We did the research. Our firm did the research. Who remembers Silicon Valley, Northern California? All right. If you could have been there when Yahoo and YouTube and all these tech companies were growing, if you could have got some land up in Northern California, who would have purchased it? Here goes your second chance. Southern California, the trend is that what happened up there in the 80s is now happening where? In Southern California. Our firm purchased acres and acres and acres and acres and acres and acres of land. Your membership gives you a discount on that acreage. I'm gonna bring some people up here in a second that are actually land owners in California. It grew from 30 to 40% in the last 3 years. Now you hold a deed, and then when you're ready, you can sell the deed. But I'm not you, but if I was, but I'm not. The Olympics will be in Southern California in 2028. It's in Paris in 2024. 5 years from now, it's in Southern what? California. And here you are with your deed, and they need to come through here. You're like, I'm in the way. So some developer, some real estate mogul, some arena, when you have land like that, all ships rise with the tide. You see that's how that works? So now your membership giving you access to a real asset like land. And it already has grown by 30, 40%. See how this works? All right, last but not least, 3D, tangible assets. We have unlimited opportunities. See, here's what y'all have to remember. When you have an organization like ours, that's all positive, upwardly mobile, people making money. When you have an organization like ours, that's all positive, upwardly mobile, people making money. We don't allow politics. We don't allow drama. We ain't about nothing but fun. We're about making money, living a legacy, leaving a legacy. Companies want to partner with you. They're like, hey, we got this for y'all's members. We can offer it at a discount. We got that for y'all's members. We can throw that in for free. We got an investment opportunity for y'all members. We got unlimited potential. But if you got a huge organization like this and everybody growing together, you see how it works. Now the sky's the limit. So you want to make sure you position yourself and get you an equity position now and take all this information to the people you know. Let us do it. Who can pop in this video? We're going to cut it up. You get them a sheet of paper and they fill this in with me on the laptop. That's how you build this business. Am I right? Okay. Anybody got any blanks under 3? A, B, C, or D? Because I'm done. Y'all good? A, B, C, or D? Any blanks that need to be filled out? Better cheat than repeat. All right, here we go. What are the 4 things we do? Create. Everybody say create.
Create.
Increase. Multiply. And protect. Now it's time to protect. I'm going to give y'all a quote. I'm going to give y'all a serious quote. You want to be able to afford food stamps on paper, but drive a Bentley. I'm telling you how it works now. Wealthy people on paper, they don't have, because they're not trying to overpay taxes. So they don't have a whole bunch of money on what? On paper. But they live in Bentleys. Wealthy people be driving. I mean, I live in mine. Wealthy people, here's a quote. Wealthy people, you want to be able to afford food stamps on paper, but drive a Bentley. Does that make sense? So what you want to do, that means also own nothing and control everything. So wealthy people live in mansions and drive Bentleys, but on paper, they broke. We've been taught that you want to own everything, and that's why if you get a lawsuit, divorce, and all this stuff, everything get what? Taken from you. You want to put everything in the trust, and you're the trustee of the trust. I'm not getting too deep into that tonight. I'm telling you how wealth really works. This makes sense? So let's do it. Protect, secure my legacy, and trust my assets. A business trust is 1. A family trust is 2. Under number 4, business trust, family trust, foundation trust is 3, and an asset trust is 4. Everyone see it? So we got 4 types of trust. This structure is called a complex trust. Does this make sense? What are the 4 trusts? Business trust. Next.
Family trust.
Next.
Foundation trust.
And number 4.
Asset trust.
Right. So here's how this works. Okay. Let me get my 3 sisters right. Come on up. Okay. And you 2 sisters right. Since y'all available, come on up. Right. Come on. Let me show you how this works. I'm gonna just give y'all some extra education so you can see how this works. All right. Okay. Good. Come on up. Chrissy says, yeah. Come on over. Yeah. Come on up. Yeah. Come on over. All right. You're gonna do nothing crazy. I'm just gonna show y'all. I'm gonna give you a visual of how this actually works. Make sense? All right. Everybody repeat after me. Business trust.
Business trust.
Collect and disperse.
Collect and disperse.
All your money comes into your business trust. You don't make no money no more. Does this make sense?
Yeah.
The trust makes all the money. It collects the money and it disperses the money. But you're the trustee. So you tell the trust how it should operate. Now, at the end of every month, once the business trust pay all the business bills, it strokes a big check to the family trust. You see what I mean? So at the end of the month, the family trust, this is where everybody pay attention. This is where you live.
That's where you live.
Damn, I'm gonna lie. So this is where you live. You live out the family trust. So now the mortgage, daycare, car note, all that stuff, you live out of the family trust. You see how this works?
Yeah.
Now here's the thing. In the United States, when you own a business, they tell you what to do with your money. They tell you, you can't count for so many miles per. You got, and as far as the square footage in the house, you can't count all of that. You know what the funny thing is about the family trust? You tell the family trust what to do. If she want to get her toes and nails done every day, the family trust says, the trustee says she needs that for her business. The trust is what's called the governing instrument. The government don't tell the trust what to do. The trustee tell the trust what to do. So you ain't got to worry about sky miles and all that no more. You ain't got to worry about how much you can deduct no more. You operate on a different level now, what's called a common law trust, a complex trust. Make sense? Now, at the end of the year, any money left that the business didn't spend and the family didn't spend go into her foundation. Oh, y'all missed that. So now, business, everybody say, disperse.
Disperse.
Okay. Family spends.
Family spends.
Now, the foundation, this is where your legacy lives. Y'all see why now? There you go. So you see why Oprah has a what? Foundation. LeBron James what? Foundation. How many of y'all think they just benevolent people? No, that's a foundation. Now at the end of the year, how much is left for the government? So you struck a big check for the foundation. It's gone. Now you're down to 0 to 5%. See how everything came full circle? This is called a complex trust structure. And y'all still worried about the 149? We really still over here talking about, oh, no. Okay, keep paying 30% what? Taxes. Y'all get these ladies in hand. So when you're making money, you start operating different, right? So like Beane Acres, for example, this is in my asset trust. This ain't in my family trust. This ain't in my business trust. This ain't in my foundation. This is called an asset trust because you want to keep some of your assets totally separate because I make money in this property. You see how this works? So that's why I'm giving you, this ain't stuff you got to know. I'm just giving you some extra game so you can understand the value in becoming part of what we're doing. See how this works? All right. Own nothing, quote, control everything. Rockefeller said it best. Pay 0 to 5% what? Taxes. 0 to 5%. Now the sheet has come full circle. So some of y'all gonna leave it there. You're like, oh, that was great, but I'm gonna go back to work. Okay, keep paying 30%. It's okay. But don't worry, but at the same time, don't be asking why you're not getting ahead. You gotta do something different and shift the money back to who? Everybody say me.
Me.
There you go. All right. So before I end, I just want to introduce you guys to some people that are actually making it happen on different levels on the create side of the business. If the membership has done anything for you on the create side of the business, lower your taxes, raise your credit score, eliminate some debt. If you're in this room or in that back room, do me a favor, come on up here. Right? I want y'all to hear from some people that actually have done it. Y'all give them a hand, 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 give them a hand. Okay. David, come on up. Jimmy, come on up. Yep. Y'all go, come on up. Watch your head. Angela, come on up. Good. All right. So for camera's sake, what we're gonna do is we're gonna parlay on. Well, you let me know what team you do. I'm gonna get out of the way. What you gonna do with the mic? Yeah. Oh. I'm gonna hold it to him. I'm gonna hold it to him. Can I hold it to him? Yeah. Hand it. I'll tell you what. I'm just handing it. I don't like it. All right. Wrap it up. All right. Y'all give me a second. So I want you to hear from people on the create side and what it has actually done for them. I want y'all to talk to me about what the membership has actually done for you. Okay. We're gonna start right here. I know this good friend of mine, man, for over 20 years. I'll give it up for Mr. Come to the middle, Jimmy Slayton.
Jimmy. How's everybody?
Good.
Good. I'm Jimmy Slayton from Decatur, Georgia. What the membership has done for me is raised my credit score from a 702 to a 780. It lowered my bills. I have Uverse, my Comcast. Hold on. So.
Clean bro. Start. Y'all give it up for Jimmy Slayton.
Hi. Credit score went from a 702 to a 780. Would lower my bills. It actually decreased my cable bill $600 a year.
Mm-hmm.
And when I was teaching at the time, it actually put $150 back in my check.
Give it up. That's called instant pay raise, right? So $150 back in each check. Credit score from low sevens to high sevens. That means his interest rates are coming what?
Yeah.
Coming down. And all of his bills are down. Is that worth $149?
Yes.
All right. He's also making residual income
Every month.
every month. All right. We tend to forget that. All right. Baby, next. State your name. Come on. J.U. Come on, Susan.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
How's everybody doing?
Great.
My name is Brian Beane, and when the membership done for me, it gave me an instant pay raise of $200 my check. I get paid every week. That's $800 a month to come back to my household. So I paid off about 3 credit cards since then, and then my credit score went up 50 points in 30 days. I like that. Then as I also become my own bank, my private reserve account. And so in the past 2 years, my money made 18%. And the banks only give you what 0.00001%.
There you go. There you go.
So, hey, it's working for me.
Hey, now let's do a quick summary, right? Let's do a quick summary. The man get $800 a month back in his check. Is that worth the $149?
Yes.
Okay, his credit score is up about how many points? About 50 points so far. Credit score is up. He has become his own bank, and so far he's earning 18% on his money. That's where you park the money so he can start investing the money.
Yes, sir.
Am I right?
Yeah.
And your bills are down.
Yep.
And you make a residual income.
Yes, sir.
All right, y'all give it up for Fabian. Thank you very much. Now let me set this up. Because she's so humble. Angela owns land in California. She has her deed, right? But I want you to talk about, we're going to end with the deed, but I want you to talk about your quick journey on how you actually got to a point where you could purchase acres. What do you do for a living, and what are you doing now?
Okay. So I'm Angela Johnson, and I'm from Fayetteville, Georgia. Thank you, Mr. Beane.
You up?
And for me, my before and after, I was basically working for the bank. Had worked there for over 25 years. Oh my goodness! And they really didn't tell me what to do with the money, how I could grow my money. I didn't have enough for them to even talk to me about money and what to do with it. But with the membership, I was able to get started with a plan that showed me how I could start my journey to become wealthy. And so I got $587 back in my paycheck when I first started, and that gave me about a $7,200 increase in my yearly salary. Okay, so I didn't ball all out when I got that. I wanted to go through the program and just do what the experts, because they were doing all of this for me and I was following their direction. And so what I did is I took that money and started paying down the debt. So they showed me how to systematically pay off about $33,000 in 18 months. Okay. Yes. And so when I did that, that cash flowed in back into my household about $2,200. Y'all, I was so overwhelmed with that. So that opened the door for me to start my private reserve account. So I became my own bank. I was able to retire. I didn't have to keep working anymore just because I understood what to do with money that I just kind of had sitting around in different places. So I had been making some money. It was sitting there, but I didn't see that grow for me. So the private reserve, I was able to set that up, get my own money, do some things with that. I was able to share this information with people. And so now I receive $50 per day. So that's $1,500 a month that also comes back into my household. So y'all see how this money adds up? So if you make about $4,000 a month, well, you can get it right here in MWR. Go ahead and retire yourself. But with that, it gave me the opportunity to participate in some of these great opportunities that the company MWR sets up for us. And it gave me a seat at the table. And yes, I do own land in California, right there where Warren Buffett and everybody else is putting their money. And so I'm going to do what Mr. Beane said, because this is my mentor. And he said, if I were you, I would just wait until 2028. So that's what I'm going to do.
Hold on to it.
Yes,
Give it up.
yes,
Give it up.
that's-
Give it up. Ms. Vivian is also in the Common Club. She earns, bring on hubby on up. She earns 4 figures a month as well. She's doing an incredible job in the business. What's your journey, real quick? What's your story?
As Brian said, I'm Vivian. This is Ricky, my husband, and we're excited because number one, we are retired. So this is good for all ages. When we started the business, we started immediately working with increasing our score. We paid off debt. We paid off all of our debt. We only have the car that's being worked down and the home. Now, as a result of being a part of the business, our credit scores have increased together about 320 points. So he's at 700 and I'm at 803. So we're excited about that. And also we purchased a home, and because of our credit score, we were able to get a 2.8% interest rate. So that's been a blessing to us. We also have taken advantage of Bill Shredder, and Bill Shredder has saved us this year alone $1,400 for 3 bills. And last but not least, we are now a part of a diversified account. So we are putting money there and saving that to move into the next realm. So we're excited about this business.
Give it up for her. Couples need to work this thing together, right? And you just have one of y'all on one page and us on another page, right? And in the membership, everything is included for couples. Like both, you don't pay twice, but everything's included for the couple. To close out, I need everybody in here that's a trustee to come up. Everybody in here that has the trust fund, come on up, come on up, come on up. Give it up for Monty Montgomery. Give it up for Darren Ray. Good, man. Good. These guys, we got our trust, we got our complex trust. I want them to real quick talk about the mindset of a trustee. How you start thinking now, how you start operating. You don't have to take long, but do you feel more secure about your future and where you are right now? All right, Mr. Montgomery, state your name and what you do for it.
All right, Monty Montgomery is my name. Hi, everybody. And I'm a professionally, I work as a safety and security consultant. I'm fortunate enough to be well paid, but I'm also fortunate enough to be well taxed. and so I just saw tons of my money just going out of the door. What the trust has done for me is given me a real mindset, or to see how I can really keep my wealth, right? It's not just going to Uncle Sam. I can see myself leaving a legacy, and at the same time, I'm able to now starting to live a legacy, Brian. Mm-hmm. I can travel. I see my money growing. This is incredible, where I was paying, I mean, no joke, I was paying $20,000, $30,000 a year in taxes. And now to see that come down to 0 to 5%, and I can take that 20, 30,000 and I can invest it. So a different mindset, I can just see myself putting money into things where the money is working while I'm working on my exit strategy to stop working by using MWR and all the strategies.
I love it, man. Residual income kicking in. All right, good. Y'all give it up, man. Derek is a sergeant major, retired sergeant major, 30 plus years in the military. All right. He got his trust up and running, man. Very, very proud of this guy. What are you doing now? What's your stuff? Hold on.
Oh, well, hey, my name's Derek Ray. What I'm doing now, I'm just retired. Like I said, I'm just retired. My business is generating 4 figures a month. And so just with all the strategies and everything this company has showed me and taught me since I retired, it didn't make no sense to go back to work.
Yeah.
And so when I got with the company and they helped me structure my foundation under my trust foundation, and so now it's just a better vision, better view of where all my assets is going to the foundation. And so money's going in. And so as it's going in, is it slowly disappearing in taxes? Taxes getting shorter and shorter and shorter. And so I just love the actually income that goes with it. And so it's still new to me. It's still exciting. Like I say, you can get my family in here, or basically get to showing them how legacy is going to be taught and how it's going to be passed on. I just had a conversation with a friend of mine. My middle daughter just closed on 7 acres, South Georgia. So her and her husband already know what to do. So they're going to start getting their part in the future, getting their structure going as well. So that's just what we're doing, enjoying it.
Salute, Derek Ray. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So listen, I want you guys to understand that these are average, everyday people, and we all started during the pandemic, right? And you sitting around and can do the exact same thing, even faster than we did, because now we can move about. We actually have. I'm gonna take a break after this, and y'all can kick it and ask questions or whatever later. But we actually have $2 million residual ring club earners in the room, and they're both young ladies. I said it again. We have $2 million residual ring club earners in the room, and they broke history. The first and second in the entire company to ever earn the residual income rings are Miss Christy Howard and Miss Shayna Ross. Give it up. Where is Shayna? Is she back there? All right, there she is. So we're gonna start with Miss Shayna. Y'all got the rings on? Show them the ring. Show them the ring. Y'all saw that, Martin? Show them the ring. Show them the ring. So Shayna, during the pandemic, man, we were locked down. We were quarantined. Everybody wasn't moving and shaking, and you actually purchased the house. This is the house in the subdivision that you've always dreamed about. Tell them that story real quick and how that felt to get the keys to the house.
Okay, thank you. So back in 2008, I'm trying to make this brief, but back in 2008, they used to do these things called the Street of Dreams, where you would go to certain neighborhoods and look at all the model homes. So we went to look over in Hampton Oaks, and I said, this is where my first house is going to be. And fast forward to 2020, I just felt like it was time. We're in a company where residual income is guaranteed. So let's do it. Let's buy a house, right? I bought my first home in the subdivision where I wanted to buy a house. So
how does it feel every day to get that text message, 3 figures per day, 4 to 5 figures per month to pay for the house?
It's really life-changing to not have to worry about, is it gonna come this month, or how am I gonna do this? My mortgage is paid, no questions. It's a wonderful feeling. It is security. That feels good. So
good.
I'm enjoying it.
Give it up, Shayna Ross. Christy Howard's the young lady who actually designed the ring. When she hit it first, the founder of the company said, if you hit it first, you get to design the ring. So all you ladies that had a ring on, she's the reason you got all them damn down. So with that being said, Christy, what is this business meant for you and where you see yourself?
This business has definitely been life-changing. It's been life-changing for me. When I first got started in business, my why was I wanted to be able to take care of my parents. So It took me 7.5 months to hit over 5 figures a month in this business. When I was able to make that phone call to my mom and say, hey, you don't have a mortgage. You don't have a mortgage anymore. Her reaction was absolutely priceless for me. Okay. So it's not necessarily, Brian, about people always talking about, oh, y'all always talking about money. It's because we need it.
Right.
Why do we act like we don't need money? We need it just like air, just like breathing. We need money. What I love about this business is we have the ability, or we have the solution to most people's problem right now. Most people don't have enough money. Y'all, with this compensation plan, like I said, it took me 7.5 months to make over $14,000 a month. The comp plan that we have right now is even easier than it was when I hit. So what I have decided to do, Brian, and I'm gonna announce this to everybody, in 2024, I'm helping 5 to 10 people get the $1 million rate. So that's my goal. I want to see who's ready to make 5 to 6 figures a month.
That's it. Give it up for Castro Prestige. So listen, we're gonna get out here, man. With that being said, you've earned the chips. Okay. You've earned the chips, so we're gonna be crackling and crumbling during the video. You guys have been amazing. Get with the person who invited you out and just let them know, hey, I'm a number 1. That means you want the $249, the Wealth Club membership. You want to be a wealth promoter and make these daily checks and all that good stuff. Or do you just want the $149, which is where you don't make the weekly money, you don't make the daily money, but at least you can get the Wealth Club membership and let the experts start helping you with the create. You won't increase, but you can multiply and you can protect. If you're number 1, you get to create, increase, multiply, and protect. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So let us know where you stand. Get with the person that invited you. Make sure you guys book one of these, whether it's virtual or live, and one of us will come in and actually launch your business for you. Is that okay? All right, I'm Brian Beane. I see you guys in the magazines. Thanks so much for your time. Thank you. All right. And cut. All right, good. So y'all